Hello, welcome back to the bugout shop. Now today's video is all about me travelling to the nearest city, 40 miles away, on bus, with nothing but clothes on my back and my 24-hour bugout bag or get home bag. Now I'm going to do a mock scenario where while I'm there the grid's gone down and I've got to walk home. Roughly 40 miles, like I say, I'm going to do it over 2 videos. So the first day and then obviously the second day, if I make it back, that is. So yeah, join me on this video. Hope you like it. If you do, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.
Thank you.
Cheers, right? Right, just got off the bus in the city, about 40 miles from home. So what I'm going to do is a mock grid down get home scenario. So I've got my 24-hour bugout bag and it'll be an overnight stay. So yeah, so the scenario is the grid's down, whether it be a cyber attack, EMP, whatever you want. So I've got to get home. I've got the bus here, so there's no way back other than walking. So like I say, the grid's just gone down. Before the panic sets in, I want to find a garage, and I'll show you why. Let's head out. So we're just leaving the bus stop, bus station. There's a garage around here. Now, the idea of the garage is, say the electric just gone down before panic ensues. I'm going to try and get to the garage, get a road map, and a couple of bottles of water, stick in my bag. And there's one just around the corner. Right, just managed to get in the garage, grab the road map. I don't want the whole book. Just looking for where I'm going to go. And now I've got that page ripped out. I'll stick that in my bag with my water, a couple of water bottles, got 3 water bottles. Obviously the scenario, cash machines won't work, so make sure you've got cash on you. And what I was going to do is out my bugout bag, is separate my gear, take my pen, knife, multi-tool, first aid kit, stuff like that, and put it on my person. So if, say you're in the city, come across some gangs or some guys, be prepared to lose your bag. If someone wants it, don't get in a fracas, give me your bag, just make sure you've got enough stuff on you to see you through till you get home. So right, next job, let's get out of this city. Now, just come across the River Wye. Built, it's 40 miles upstream. Now if you're bugging out, you could use the rivers, boats and whatnot, but that comes with dangers, capsizing, and you're going against the current, all sorts of things can be in the rivers. So you could follow it alongside the river. Again, the rivers are windy, so you tend to walk more, but the ground is usually flatter. I'm going to get out of the city as quick as I can. I won't follow the river all the way. I'll follow it for a bit, use the side roads, and take a bit of a detour, more of a direct route really, over the hills when I get to Wales. So yeah, first job is get out of the city as quick as we can. Now railway lines, they'd be a good option if you had to get home, especially if you've got a railway line going through your town. They're nice and flat, they're pretty straight, easy to walk on. Obviously in a grid down situation there'd be no trains. So yeah, unfortunately where I live there's no direct train line from here back home, so I'm going to use the back roads. We're about 40 miles up from River Wye. On Google it says it's going to be about a 12-hour walk. It'll take me a little bit longer than that. Not as fit as I used to be. I'm carrying an old injury, which I'll talk about later. And I'm not going to use the main roads, so there'll be a bit of ducking and diving, weaving in turn in and not direct route. So yeah, got a power march now out of the city. Let's go for it. Right, I'm on the outskirts of the city now. Just gonna walk down this road. It's taking about half an hour, 3/4 of an hour to get out of the city. So I'm gonna push on through now today, because it's relatively flat. I can put a lot of miles down, and then perhaps do a bit less tomorrow. Tomorrow, obviously, I'll be a bit tired. I won't have a very good night's sleep tonight. Plus, I'll be in Wales, so it'll be a bit more up and down. Yeah, so some hard yards now down this road. Like I say, grid down situation. Say the electric is off, traffic lights won't work in town. There'll be chaos, panic. So you've got a small window opportunity to get supplies, if you've got cash that is, before everything shuts down. Now, I don't know if you noticed, I do walk with a little bit of a limp. I am carrying an old injury. That's 6-7 years ago. I had open fracture on my ankle, broke my leg and ankle. Bit of a, I had to, well, what it was, I had to jump off a free rolling dumper truck backwards. Landed on my ankle, snapped it, broke it, all that sort of stuff. So I haven't walked properly since. Put my golfing days into touch. Not that I was any good anyway. But yeah, I haven't done much walking since as well, hill walking and like I used to do. But doesn't stop me. Just means I walk a bit funny, that's all. So like I say, Google said on the maps that it's about a 12-hour walk. They approximate 3 miles an hour, which is good enough. But I estimate this is going to take me about 15 to 17 hours, I reckon. So I'll do most of it today. I'll walk into the night, because when you're camping out, it's no good going to bed too early. So you might as well make the most of it, especially if it's dry. Push on. So I'll walk down this road now. Another couple of miles. I'll stop and have a breather and a drink. I'll see you in a bit. Now we're a couple of miles out of town now. We're out the city. Nice and quiet. Little side roads. Taking my coat off. Got a bit hot. Always important to wear layers. So if you get hot, take a layer off. If you get cold, put a layer back on. What you don't want to do is sweat, because if you're sweating too much, you get cold. Now I'm going to stop filming for a while, because there's a certain army camp up here with a certain regiment based there. So I don't really want to be filming walking past the camp. I don't fancy an interrogation at this time. So I'm going to push on for a good probably 5-6 miles, and then I'll probably stop and have a drink and maybe have something to eat. So I'll catch you in a bit. It's a hard couple hours walking, but the saving grace is that it's flat, as you can see. The downside is that on these B roads there's not a lot of room for you to walk on the side. to avoid all the traffic. Obviously a grid down situation, there may not be any traffic. I put my coat back on because it's got a bit breezy. But now it's a bit quieter. I'm going to find somewhere to have a drink and something to eat. So at the end of the video, I'll get all the kit out of the bag, and we'll go through it, plus what I'm wearing. That's if I make it to the end. I should do. So yeah, a couple more hours of real hard graft down and be at the border. Then it will start getting hilly then. Oh, right. Found a bit of a quiet area, just off the road. Then I have one of these isotonic energy drink. Now I got these in the shop now. So yeah, everybody swears blind by them. So we'll try them out. It should keep you going. I've never had them before, so I don't know what they taste like. Here we go. Yeah, blackcurrant and not very sweet. It's like a gel more than a liquid. But that'll keep me going. In the bag as well, I got 3 MREs, which is the standard for the 24-hour bug-out bag. I'll have one now in a bit. I'll have one later on, just as it's getting dark, and then I'll push through a bit more. Like I say, it's not worth going to bed too early, and especially if the moon's out, the light, you can make the most of it. So I'll just show you the map now where we are, or I think we are. Right, get the map out. Right, so we've travelled down this road for a good few miles, and we're just coming to the end of this junction here. Now I'm not going to take this A road down to the border, which is down here. So instead I'm going to push on through, take these side roads all the way down, to there, and there's a side road, or B road, all the way up to meet this B road here, B4 594, and that will take me, we'll find it on the other side, so that'll be there, and that will take me all the way down to the Wye Valley, up over the hills, and then on this all the way back to Bill. That's the plan. So tonight, if I can get to here somewhere, just over the border, I'll be happy, and I'll push down here for tonight. It's starting to get dark now, and a bit cold, so I put this windproof smock on. I'll talk a little bit more about this top after the video, but yeah, it's from TRC Outdoors. I've got the top and the bottom. So we're approaching the Welsh-English border now, so that's why there's a few more hills about. So there's a couple of hard slogs here, especially over Brillig. But a few more hours now and I'll be ready for bed, I think. So there's one more hill, and we should be at the border. Up this one and then down the other side. There's a pub at the bottom of this hill, but I'll refrain from going in there this time and just keep pushing on through. Oh, right, I'm coming back now down towards the main road near the pub, and I can just see it. I don't know if you can see it from the bottom of the hill. It's getting quite dark now, but this pub marks the border. Or it's a hotel, it is. Yeah, so be glad to see the bottom of this hill, this stretch. And I think I'll sleep well tonight. There's the pub, we're coming into the open now. So in the lower Wye Valley here, the river, oh, it's just a mile, not even a mile that way. So as you can hear, that's the main road, which is what I try to avoid. So there's the inn. So just get around this corner, and then there'll be a side road, and then we'll be crossing to Wales. Right, just crossed the border. One of these little country roads, a lot quieter. But now it's getting darker. I'm gonna have to put my head torch on so any vehicles can see me coming. Just finishing off a bottle of water. I've had one of my MREs. I'll have another one in just before going to bed. I bought the flameless heater packs, so I don't need to carry as much water. Just needs a little bit of water in the bags for them. Plus you can eat your MREs cold if you want. But if you want to collect water on your trails, keep your bottle. If you find a water course, or even in the fields, if they got stocked, you'll find a trough in here for water, and they're usually gravity fed. So if the electric's off, they'll still work. All you do is hit the ball valve down, and the water will come out. Yeah, so stick the water in the container. Then you can use your filter then, or your life straw with the water. That way you can drink when you're on the move. So I carry a life straw with me all times. So if I do run out of water, I can source some and have a drink. Yeah, it's real quiet here now. If you can quite see that. It's getting a bit dark. So I say about 3 hours, well, say 2 hours, I'll be looking to settle down and then hit the road again in the morning. So I'm at the halfway point, so another couple of hours, which will be another 3, 4, 5 miles perhaps. I'll be well over the border and a good head start on tomorrow. Yeah. Another thing you don't realise when you're walking these roads, how beautiful the country is. And you'll see parts of the country you never see before. You know, they go flying by when you're in a car, but when you're walking, obviously you can hear the birds singing in nature, but you get like a ground eye view of the countryside. But sometimes you just put your head down and you go for it. And when you're walking, you get in that zone. I remember once going up to North Wales, public transport all the way there because I couldn't drive at the time, and the intention was to stay in this youth hostel, but public transport being as it is, the time I got there everything was shut, so I just ploughed on, ended up setting a bash up in a little field side of the road. And then this is on the Friday night. And I got up early on the Saturday then, managed to get a bus to Llanberis. Walked up the mountains then that day, up Trivan and back down. I did stay in a youth hostel then in the Ogwen Valley on the Saturday night, was fine. And then Sunday spent another day walking the hills, and then realising there's no public transport on a Sunday to get back home. So I managed to walk and hitchhike from Capel Curig all the way back down the Bilth via Wrexham, Shrewsbury and Abergavenny. So yeah, it can be done. Oh, I just checked the map and see where we are. Right, been walking now for a good few hours. So at 10 o'clock at night, the moon's out, stars are out, so it's you can see quite a lot in the dark in this sort of light, so I'll make the most of it. I'll walk for another half an hour or so, and then look to get my head down for a few hours, and then a bit of grub in the morning, and then get going before first light, push on. The roads are quiet, which is good. You do get the occasional car. Obviously this is a mock scenario, so if you are walking at night and a car comes, at least close one eye, keep your night vision as best you can. But like I say, the stars are out, the moon is out, I can see for quite a distance. So yeah, it's quite pleasant. Just keep tabbing on. Homeward bound. Right, let's put the effort in now. Like I say, for another half an hour, and then I'll set up the basher for tonight. Right, found a spot. Set my poncho up as a basher. Let's say it's not best accommodation in the world, as you can see. But it'll do for tonight. Just a simple lean-to, bungee on all four corners. Tied up the hood onto a branch. Like I say, it's about 11 o'clock at night now, so we're only talking about a few hours kip. And then I'll get a bit of grub first thing in the morning and hit the road first light, hopefully just before it gets light. I reckon I've done over halfway, so I should get there with ease tomorrow. Good hard slog. But like I say, this is a mock survival situation, bug out. So you could put hard graft in, but it's only for a short period of time. So yeah, quite glad with today's progress. Feet are okay, no hot spots, no blisters. Luckily it stayed dry for me. Let's see how much sleep I can get. Even just a few hours, it's better than nothing. When you're that tired, you will sleep for anything. So we'll see you in the morning. Nostar.